Next level.
Welcome to the Antisocial Podcast. This is episode 10.
10, baby.
Woo.
10, baby.
10. Before we start, I would like to say sorry about last week. We didn't upload. It's everybody's going to school and new schedules and new jobs.
Whole lot.
So everybody's been like here and there. So last week was pretty hard to record. We did record, but it wasn't that good, so we left it.
We want content for y'all.
We always want good content for sure.
For anything.
So that's always a plus. You know, always trying to make it.
And also, again, sorry for last week. What he said, what Robert said, that it was hectic last week trying to figure out what we're gonna do and how we're gonna play it off. But we're here this week. we're here this week.
Yeah, for sure. So we're always, we always try to make the best content we can, and sometimes we just kind of like run out of ideas.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Since it's just me and Vani today, we're just gonna talk about little topics we saw in the news and stuff that that's been
going on with
It's been big in YouTube right now. It's like
yeah.
YouTube stuff.
We try not to go past YouTube as much as any other news because there's something in the world's always gonna happen, and we try not to over exaggerate ourselves on something we don't fully know or acknowledge.
Right.
We try to keep it in the YouTube space. If something goes on with YouTube, in our personal case with mental health. We try to talk about it, and we are gonna try to talk about it in the future, or now, or later.
Yeah. On Twitch too, because that pertains to me. So that's always like a bonus. Twitch news, but we haven't seen anything new about Twitch. I haven't heard anything new about Twitch news. So today, YouTube.
YouTube.
So the big story, I don't know if y'all know, but a YouTuber by McSkillet, 18 years old, he killed himself. Well, I want to say he
passed away.
He passed away. He passed away. He was riding on the wrong side of the freeway, crashed into another car,
and killed mom and her child.
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreaking news. We both we don't like talking about stuff like this. It's a really bad situation. If you know someone who's how do you say passed away, I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's heartbreaking. And talking about this story, it's so heartbreaking to acknowledge that he was going through stuff. And
he was young.
Yeah,
younger than me.
And it's heartbreaking.
But that goes to like the YouTube and mental illness, because a lot of it's been going around, been up in the news a lot. This one has to be one of the extremes on that end. They say he was like severely depressed, his anxiety was at the all-time high.
I haven't fully gone into into the news that was it the news article that published on him. Mm-hmm. But I think I heard that his friends tried to get him help, and I'm not sure he was too close to his parents.
I think they said that they were divorced. His families were split.
Don't take our word for it. We're just trying to talk about it. But it is heartbreaking to know that somebody out there is feels alone, and to me myself. There's no one in this world who's alone. You always have someone behind you, no matter what.
Right, for sure.
And for him in that moment, we feel bad. He did what he did. It took someone else's life in the matter of it, and it's just so heartbreaking. To the family of the mom and child.
Send prayers for sure.
Prayers.
Regards. It was like at the spur of the moment. It was a big story. I'm trying to remember which day it was. What day was it? Let me say last week. 27, 28 August.
I'm not sure what storyline you're trying to talk.
So it was like that. It was like right on the news. It was early in the morning. I remember because I was playing Rainbow.
Yeah, I think that was.
Cause I mean,
I don't know.
he was he's big YouTuber. I mean, he had like what? Close. I think he had like 1 million something subscribers. 200 million views. Big YouTuber. So, and he's well known around the community as well. Like if you know fairly other big YouTubers, you kind of get a little bit of skillet here and there. So he was fairly huge, and it's crazy to think that someone that that huge or that big, well, big in the gaming community as well, was something that would just happen out of nowhere. And it's crazy stuff.
It's I don't know. I have a few words for this top line story that we're gonna get into, but again, prayers. That's for those who watched him, and for those who haven't watched him. In his own, how do you say? There's people who have hated him for what he did, and there's some who like understand what he did in the matter. It wasn't right, but in his head of what he was going through at the time, in his whole life, in his time, it's something that he couldn't get away from, and you can't blame him. It's heartbreaking to even understand why he did that.
Right.
It's just, I'm not trying to defend him, but I'm also not fully blaming him. It was wrong for what he did, but he could have got more help. But I'm not blaming him for not at least trying. If he ever did.
If he ever did.
If he ever did.
For sure. Crazy story. That's one big news that has been like around, and we kind of just want to like give a little
insight of what we think.
I mean, we're not a big channel or anything, but YouTube.
We still got it. We still got
acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it. Say our own 2 words. Put our 2 cents in.
So prayers to the family and the people that passed away as well. But this goes into the next topic we were going to go into. There's an article by Polygon.
Oh yeah.
Talking about YouTube burnout. Lately, a lot of YouTubers been saying they're burnout or their anxiety's high or depression really catching up to them, and many YouTubers have came out.
And big YouTubers too.
I mean, the biggest one, PewDiePie, for sure.
No doubt.
What's his name? Jimenez. I think that's his name. Ruben.
Our bad.
3rd biggest YouTuber in the world, as well as Millie. So like these are like really big YouTubers. I know they didn't Polygon. They didn't mention Jacksepticeye, but Jacksepticeye was on that list, and Markiplier as well. Like these big YouTubers talking about being burnt out, creating creating videos daily or not daily, weekly, monthly.
Yeah, and imagine. I just want to say I feel what they're going through, because even us, even at a small channel, we burn out of ideas, trying to get people on, trying to see what we're gonna talk about or put out. Like again, our last week was not a good video. We were tired. We didn't know what we were talking about. We were just rambling. Robert fully went through it and said no, it's not good to put out. If he says it's not good to put out, it's not good to put out. Honestly, I feel like it does take a lot for him, for me, Marcos, Fabian, or any of our guests that have been on more than once, just to try to talk something. We do run out of like things of what we did, because usually we just do the same thing over and over a week, or like something new comes up. But it is hard, like it's hard to even put out what we're putting out. Imagine them on a bigger scale for millions of people.
Right, and well, most of our videos is not monetized, so we're not getting paid for most of these videos.
Yeah.
We're not getting revenue. Most of it is just like for. I mean, we love doing it. I mean, most
for the fun of it.
The podcast is something that we enjoy doing, and we love talking. I mean, even if it's talking to a camera, which is weird, but I think I got used to it.
Yeah, that's how. It's just, people like, why do you do it? Why do you sit there? You don't get views. You don't get likes, comments. But the few views that we do get, it's heartwarming to acknowledge that there's someone out there at least listening to what I gotta say. Right. If there's just even one viewer out there and comments, hey, I like the video, it makes my whole day. It's something that we love to do. It's not something that we have to do. We don't have to come on here and just do a whole video and put it out. We do it because we like it.
Yeah, this is something we enjoy doing for sure. But I mean, but every time you gotta. Every time we're creating new things and stuff, you get burnt out for sure. As Ellie Mills, she made a video for sure that was really it touched on it very well.
Yeah,
for sure, and
it shows how stressful it is to do these. Again, we don't get paid to do any of this, and then some of you who actually do YouTube also don't get paid, but you do it because you love it. But they do it because it's their job. It feeds them. It feeds their family.
Right.
And they have to do it.
Well, yeah. Most of them went into it. Most of them went into it because they love doing it as well as how we do it. But at a point, like,
it stops getting fun.
PewDiePie's been on the platform for near close to 10 years, uploading daily videos. Jacksepticeye does the same. Ruben been doing it for 7-8 years. Just imagine like that consistency of just trying to make videos on daily for people to watch. Like we do weekly and we get tired.
Yeah.
We do 2 videos actually.
Marco Mondays, and the podcast. Plus, Robert streams on Twitch.
I've been streaming every day.
We do debates on Sunday. Well, we talk on Sunday.
But me personally, I'm the one that gets burned out a lot. Because, like, one, I stream, and it's not like 1 or 2 hours. I do 3 to 4 hours on the stream, painting. But painting's something I really enjoy doing. But, like, right now I've been every day for the past, 2-3 weeks? 3-4 weeks.
And imagine that every day for 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, so it's... I mean, I'll get burned out here and there. There's some days where I'm just like, I don't want to... Yeah. It's not going to happen, but... I feel like because on Twitch, it's different for me because I get paid.
Yeah.
They give me money for donos and stuff, or I'm doing commission pieces. And I understand, like, from YouTubers' perspective, like...
why they do it, because I understand.
I can feel the stress, for sure. I mean, I don't have, like, a lot of people in my streams sometimes. Like, I can get 4 to 5. And there's some days where I get 15 to 20 people. And that's where, like, you don't know when that's going to happen. And there's some, it's that, like, the initial of doing it, like, we made the channel, the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, it's nerve-wracking when you first start.
And
then once you get comfortable in,
you start making all these good ideas. You start putting in these all these different types of situations.
Like right now, I'd say we're in like in a little honeymoon spot because we're still constantly making ideas. We're still constantly creating.
It's just hard to figure out how we're gonna pull it off because our equipment isn't as good as others.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing we have issues with is like equipment wise. Like we don't have like.
The things that we don't have.
Yeah, we don't have like a huge setup. But I mean, we do what we got so far. We only got 1 mic at the moment, but we're planning to get more. Like that stuff is like
Yeah.
But we're always constantly creating. We're always wondering. Like we're always thinking about new ideas. But I'll say like, even if we make it 5-6 years down the road, I think eventually we're just gonna be like,
there's no ideas left.
But like with the podcast, it makes it easier because you have different people coming on, different backgrounds, and
different situations. It doesn't right now for the podcast. It's not just let's talk about this. There's gonna be more. There's gonna be way more. We have so many ideas. It's just we're getting held back a little bit. But basically, we want to get to a point where we have a little studio and that many people, not just one people, come in and they can talk it out. So we don't have to be in the video. We can just throw it out there,
right?
For them to talk. There's so many things we want for this channel. We want different creators to come on and put on.
Of course, that's one thing we really want. Like different creators to be able to come on the Antisocial Club and present their stuff, even if it's just gaming or
it's whatever
video.
If you love to do it, then put it out, right? We want to create a place where anybody can join, no matter what background, what you are, whatever. It doesn't matter. You come on here and you do what you want because you love it. I know for me, it's more like I want to help people who have mental health issues. I want to support people who go through the hospitals, what they go through in an everyday base. I want to support them and know that they're not alone. At school, I try to find people who feel like they're left alone, and I always try to communicate with them, no matter what. And I hope if you're this far into the video, you can say, hey, I can do the same. You can always lend somebody help, or if you need help yourself, we can't read other people's mind. And if you say something like, hey, I need help, or at least talk to somebody, I bet you want to make a good friend or have at least a good conversation. But that's where I want to be, in that support system, where I want to have people coming into saying about their story and how I've or someone else helped them get through it.
But me, it's just like that idea. We got a lot of ideas right now, just running.
Yeah.
It's just actually making them happen.
Making
it happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Later on down the year, hopefully we get the equipment, and maybe we get more following.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Back to the article.
Yeah, the article.
What's your takeaway from this? Like, my takeaway is, every once in a while, someone just needs a break.
Yeah.
Like if you.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
It's just like the idea of taking a break. I take breaks here and there from my stream because I need to.
How do you say? It's something that you love doing, but everything takes time. It takes stress. It takes your time, your part of time in your own life, and you should be able to say, "Hey, I'm gonna step back a little bit, and then I'm gonna focus on myself for just a few seconds,
right,
or a few minutes, or a few hours, or a few days. It doesn't matter. It first comes you, and then it comes to what you love to do. Because without yourself being happy, you won't make happy content. If you want bad content, you're in a bad position. You're in a bad place in yourself. You want good and a good vibe. You know that in that video you're happy, and that'll spread. Spread love, right? If you have love in your heart, you can spread it. If you have hate in your heart, you spread hate. That's how I see it. And you always need that break, no matter what.
Right. I don't know, like most of YouTubers keep their cheery persona,
Yeah.
That hi, welcome.
No, to me,
to the channel.
If I feel trash, I feel trash.
I can't do that. I
No.
don't like that.
I'm not gonna BS anybody. If I don't feel happy, I don't feel happy. If I feel happy, I'll feel happy, and it'll come out however. But I'll never make a bad content. Like
I don't want bad content.
I never want that for anybody.
No, I want
for us either at all.
No. I mean, of course, there's gonna be some videos where it's not gonna be good.
It's not gonna be good, but
that's why we always go back and edit, and we always take our time with it. And if it's not good, we always make sure that
we can at least make it better. If we can't, then we don't post it.
Mm-hmm. It's just something I really I really strive for is like making good content for the people that are watching, even though we don't have like a lot of people.
Yeah.
To me, the people who are just watching, I'm happy with y'all. You know.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Please comment. We want to get to know you. We want to be. If we even get big later on the line, we can go in the comments and be like, "Hey, he was there when we only had like what 30?
He was from day one.
He was there day one." Now we want to do that. Just if you comment, we would always reply. We always want to reply to you, no matter what. Mm-hmm. We see you watching the videos. We see you liking the videos.
Hi, Mook.
Mook.
Mook always tells me, "I watch your video. I watch your video, man. It was good."
If you comment, just comment, please comment. We beg you to comment. We want to interact with you. We don't. If you feel shy, maybe down the line you can comment. But we do want to get to know you. We want to be able to say, "Hey, you were there when we only got 5 views on one video."
Yeah. If you have us on like social media, so if you're close to us.
If you're close to us.
Just give your opinion about like what we can do, what we can change, what do you prefer.
And if you
want for the videos, like
yeah,
people wanted video because we were just doing audio. Because it made it easier for us, and around that time we were doing audio, we didn't have all the setup and stuff. But now we do. So a little bit now. We got video.
Video quality.
It's not that good, but
it'll get there. It'll get there eventually.
But they some people are like, "Oh, I should do with video." I like watching the videos and stuff. So we added video.
We do what you want to see is we try to implement. It may not be a good implement, but it's something that you want to see. We always want you to feel like you're part of us. Say if you want this in the background or you want another scene in the background, we always try to implement that so that you can be more relaxed and able to watch us.
Fortnite funny moments.
We can't do that.
The thing is, I can record it.
You can. But
buddy.
Okay, but we do take your opinion serious, because we don't just want to do content for ourselves. We want to do content for you. Again, we don't put out content that is trash, that we think is trash, for you to view, because you wouldn't want to view it.
Right. So most time I'm the one that do most of the editing. So most of the time I look through it most of the time. So
yeah. But please comment if you watch these videos and you're there, just be there just to watch it and like. And we see the likes, we see the views, but we want to interact. I want to interact with you. Maybe we can have you on. We can, have Discord.
We can always figure something out.
We can always figure something out.
For sure.
But we thank you for supporting us for just these little views. It helps so much.
I still think it's crazy, man.
It helps so much.
I don't understand it.
It helps so much to think that even 5 to 7 to 8 people watch. And I gotta say thank you. Even for 10th episode, man. This 10th episode. I wish
double digits, man.
I wish it could have been better at the moment, but maybe 20th on the 20th, 30th, 40th, 40th, 50, 120. I don't know.
We're gonna constantly keep making videos,
no matter what.
But if we do like this article, this stuff, we do get burned out. We're gonna be like, no upload this week, or we're gonna take a break.
We don't BS you at all. We're not like, video crashed. It's not gonna upload. No, we don't. If we don't want to upload this week because we feel tired, it's not gonna come out. But usually it isn't, but
right. But this is like this is a community, so there's most of the time there's always someone
willing to come on and talk.
To do it for, not to do it for us, but like always have a video up every week.
Yeah.
Because like, if I'm not here, Vani knows how to work most of the stuff, so he can do it. With Marco's always doing something. It's Fabian's here. We have enough, I say we got enough people to keep it
interaction
constantly every week. But it just like last week was pretty hard.
It was hard, and again, sorry. It's just that we weren't feeling it. We did do a recording. It was trash. Sorry. No BS. That's how it is.
So we're gonna make more videos for sure. More podcasts. Next week is gonna be hopefully we can get someone on. Lately has been trying to, like, since we don't talk to a lot of people, lately it's been pretty hard to find people.
Yeah. Again, remember, you can comment if you want to talk.
Schedule base wise as well. It's
Yes.
been really like everywhere since like school started and stuff. So we're always up for new conversation, new people to talk with. So if you know us personally and you watch the videos, I mean, I'm always down to talk.
Send us a message. Yeah, we're always down to talk.
So
don't be afraid either.
don't worry, everybody's nervous.
Everybody's,
yeah. You just seen
The
that.
first video we ever did.
I mean, I was already used to it, though.
I wasn't. I was
streaming at the time. I was streaming a month prior already.
I was pooping my pants, man. I was like, oh, I don't. And plus, it was just on mic. Imagine how I was when it was on camera.
That's the one we did was Mook. That one was really good.
Yeah, I like Mook. We love you.
Yeah,
I remember.
Podcast, man.
I remember. Was it yesterday morning? I went to Mook's stream and I was like, "Hey, brother, how's it going?" He told me, "Hey, brother." I don't think he knows me from my.
No, you had to tell him that your name
from Twitch. But I was like, "I'm going to school. I hope you have a good day." And then Dan goes, "Stay in school, or you'll be a fool if you don't." It was like, I started busting out laughing. Yeah.
Dam's a awesome dude, man.
Yeah.
But I think that's all the time we got today, for sure. Give us more ideas. Not give us more ideas. I'm trying to word it better. We're just open to new ideas.
Yeah, we're open to new ideas.
So if I don't know, leave a comment,
like, subscribe, share.
If you like what we do
What you want to your life. do you?
do you as much as possible.
Do you, man?
Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for listening. Always glad to see you.
Bye.
Peace.